So coach just finally got to take his lunch break, wanted to spend a minute to react to Bob Uecker dying. Like, you realize that coach was literally investigating this dude last night. He was alive when I go to bed, right? And that video is all but done. I just couldn't put it into Movie Maker, right? Because the files were corrupted, and I was thinking that Movie Maker was going to be like the big saw. That's how I was saying I was going to be able to speed everything up. But no, I had to go right back to the old way, which is hitting screen record and watching all my shit back to back. And it was almost 8 in the morning. I was like, I would stay up for an hour to make this video, but I know myself and I'm be too tired. I'm like doze off for a second when it's the time to segue, and there'll be like 5 minutes of silence there. And it's like, coach don't roll like that, right? He makes this shit tight. So, or at least as tight as he can. So, yeah, that wasn't an option. So he had to wait till the morning, does all that sort of stuff, literally post it and everything, going to pick a thumbnail. And I Google Bob Uecker and see that he dropped dead. It said 14 minutes ago was when the story came out. I was like, get the hell out of here, dude. Oh, man. So, yeah, coach was literally in Bob Uecker's home asking him some questions because he thought there was some suspicious activity. I closed the door and hear the body drop, right? Yeah, coach had to sprint out of there haul ass. So, he was with you last night if anybody asks. But got to thinking about the Bucks because, we love Milwaukee Brewers, all that sort of stuff. We like Stanford. Coach needed a sign on the Bucks because he does not understand the Bucks thing. He's like, deer and Indians are like related. But I was like, wouldn't it make more sense if it was the Indiana Pacers? Right, and they got the Oshkosh guy there. So I was a little bit scared of the Pacers. But coach pulled up the Pacers code, and he's like convinced. He hasn't looked at the exact dates like these championships happen and stuff, but he's convinced that they're pulling a Hoosiers. Or I'm sorry, that they're pulling a Dolphins. Dolphin cheat code. He thinks that they've got the same championship years. They just also have a 70, but it would hit their numbers perfect if they're doing 2047, because it would be 2047. Maybe it's not my lineup exactly perfect the way that I thought. I'll have to think some more on that one. But anyway, we know the two will work because they got 72 and 73. I'm just not so sure how that translates from the 1970 championship they got, and that would be 77 years. I mean, that's not terrible, but kind of weird. I mean, it does work, but it's just not exactly what I would have expected as the big, why they use 70, because that one's kind of out of place. But anyways, moving off them. So coach needed a sign for the Bucks, okay? And we know, we got all sorts of extra Hawkeye stuff recently, right? We know that a Hawkeye, means Redskins, all that sort of stuff. And we need the Bucks to somehow be go woke, go broken, like the Brewers, backdoor qualify, because they were originally the Braves, right? And coach thinks it is Bucks over Warriors. Bucks over Clippers is kind of weak. As funny as the James Harden thing and stuff is, and yeah, it's his former coach. I think the son-in-law thing, Steph, is just a little bit too good. And Steph turns heel or something and goes to LA. It's hard to get an exact read there. Coach still just likes the Bucks straight up, right? Or Bucks winning the Eastern Conference Championship for sure. Coach says put that on the slip. Put the Eastern Conference Championship because the odds on everything else is so crazy anyway, right? So, anyways, this is kind of what makes me think they're for sure winning it though. Okay, so coach is like, okay, well they were formerly the Hawks. Is this a Hawkeye situation? Close. Check it out. Head coach, Red Holtzman. Coach thinks they're the Red Hawks. Not bad, right? So, like I said, coach just had a little mini one here. What do I have here? Yes, there's a Dolphin cheat code. Jim Harbaugh undergoing heart surgery. So, coach thinks the Chargers might be a problem for the Browns next year. We might have to roll them in the playoffs. Get that little, Ohio State or Ohio versus Harbaugh thing going again. But yeah, dude, like I said 14 minutes ago, when coach finally get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh man, just after January 2, so you got the 91-61 thing, if that's what they're doing there. Coach don't buy the 90. So yeah, that's what coach has for you. Appreciate